Welcome to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Yes, hello and welcome back to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand. I hope you're all doing very well. Today's a special video, I'm not going to lie. As you all know, biggest game in English football coming up on Sunday at 4:30 at Old Trafford. And before I bring my guest in, please smash that like button and as well, please subscribe if you haven't already. But it's time to bring in my guest. He's been waiting in the background. And here he is. Ladies and gents, man like Flex has joined us from the United stand. My brother, how are you, G?
Big up, man. I'm good. Feeling good after yesterday's win, last night's win. Not the competition we want to be in, but you can only play where you're at in it. And it was an emphatic second half performance. So I'm ready. I'm ready to talk Liverpool now. I was nervous about that game. And, you know, in the context of the season, I was a bit like, I don't know, like we need to get through this Roma tie. It could be tight going into the second leg. So we might need to rest a couple versus Liverpool. Now we've done that 6-2. It's completely changed this video here. So I'm excited.
Yeah, you're happy now. I mean, before the Roma game, you're looking at that and thinking it is a tough tie. You have come through it with flying colours. I'm a big advocate, and I've said this earlier on in the season, your European form, I think, affects your league form. So let's say, for instance, last night you lost 4-1 at home. There's no way that you would go be this confident today or going into the game on Sunday that confident. It just doesn't make sense.
100%. It doesn't make sense. And because the games are so quick a turnaround as well, you're talking 3 or 4 days. When's the Liverpool game? Tomorrow? Do you know what I mean? No, Sunday. So
Sunday, yeah.
In a couple of days' time, you're talking like 3 days turnaround. So if you do get a heavy defeat, you know, you're feeling sorry for yourself. I know the players always say, you know, it's great to bounce back again and stuff like that. But you're feeling it. Do you know what I'm saying? And if you're Liverpool, you're looking at it like, come on, boys, these lot just got battered. Like, it gives you a bit of a boost as well. But we've kind of got the opposite feeling with that. And I'm more saying now, play our strongest team against you. We're due a win against you in the league, man. I was annoyed we didn't beat you at Anfield. This is the best chance we've got of beating you for a while. And I would love to just solidify your position of not getting Champions League football. I would love to do that. I'd love to do that. But it's not going to be easy. It's never easy. Do you know what I'm saying? Regardless of whether you're playing well, crap, the same thing. I mean, obviously, Klopp's not won at Old Trafford, has he?
Hasn't, mate. No, it hasn't.
Yeah.
A lot of draws, a couple of defeats.
Exactly.
I mean, I wanted to bring you in and talk about the actual head-to-head in total, right? So, I mean, listen, as everyone knows, and it's never up for debate, in my opinion, Liverpool Football Club and Manchester United Football Club, in my opinion, and is factually correct, will always be the two biggest football clubs in England. That's just how I look at it. Until 100%. Someone overtakes us with all of our trophies.
Exactly.
It'll
take a long time. It'll take a long time for it not to be like that.
I agree. But head-to-head, so 89 games won for United, 77 won for Liverpool, 68 draws. The first game was Liverpool versus Newton Heath in 1894. That was a 2-0 win to Liverpool. Will you be wearing your Norwich kit on Sunday, bro?
I'll be at the protest. You know what I mean? I will have the green and gold out for sure.
I'm a supporter of listen, Manchester United, Liverpool, huge rivals. Arsenal, United, huge rivals. But the one thing we can all be on the same team with, and I definitely big respect to you for it, is being at these protests. So, you know, you're going to be wearing the yellow and green, I guess, on Sunday.
That's what I'm saying, man. Got to represent. We've got to let our voices be heard. As we saw how all football came together over the last few weeks. But I don't stop there. Do you know what I mean? All fans can sign this petition, the 50+1 petition that's going about. We need to get it to 100,000, obviously, to get it to Parliament to be discussed. But whether you support Preston North End or whether you support one of the big six or whether you support Championship, it doesn't matter. Everyone can sign it because it's for the good of football, man, to stop these super hungry, money hungry, owners dominating football, destroying it.
Yeah, it's true. MM here says Bruno masterpiece incoming. We will speak about a combined 11 that I think is going to be tasty, especially considering United's form. But going back to the head-to-head, I mean, if we look at some of the recent fixtures, Liverpool have played only in the last couple of years, to be honest, have really got the results at Anfield. There's been a lot of draws in this tie, bro. There's been so many draws. I mean, 16-17, 0-0, 1-1, 17-18, 0-0, 2-1 to you. We beat you 3-1. Then it's a 0-0 draw, 1-1, 2-0 to us, 0-0 in the Premier League just
I
gone
mean, we've only
in
got a one
January.
win. The last time we
There you
won was the
go.
2-1 when Rashford broke up Trent,
That's it.
innit? When he
And
chopped in.
that was 3 years ago, bro.
There
Like
you
almost
go.
to the day, 3 years ago.
It's
So
always a draw. The year before that, I remember the year after that was 0-0. We had like 3 players off by half time, injured.
yeah,
Herrera come off, Mata come off.
Lingard, I
Someone else
think
came,
maybe came off as
Lingard,
well.
yeah, and it was 0-0 Borefest. Just
Bullshit.
last year we was winning 1-0 for a good while, and Lallana, it popped up near the end. Again, dominant first half from us. Second half, you came and turned it up. It's just annoying. Then this year at Anfield, I was looking at that game going, go for these, man. Go for these.
0-0.
0-0. And second half, we had the best chances with Pogba and Bruno. Should have scored. And then you went on a real bad run. Then that's when you lost to like Burnley, Fulham,
Yeah, man.
right?
All
Like,
the beats.
yeah.
Brighton, Barnsley, Fulham.
draw at Newcastle. Yeah, that's when it's went to shit.
It's not been great. Erectile dysfunction. Thank you for that name, by the way. He isn't actually baiting me because I've read him out before. But he says
big.
Preston North End is a beautiful club with fantastic character. I mean, Bill Shankly came from Preston, so big up to the Preston fans. But of course, this is a Liverpool and Manchester United, or a Manchester United and Liverpool preview, I should say. The 3-2 win back in January, bro, in the FA Cup for United at Old Trafford. Will that have any say in Sunday's game? I mean, obviously, as we just mentioned, no win in the league against Liverpool for 3 years now.
Yeah, it would give us a bit of confidence in terms of looking back and knowing that we did beat you, but cup competition is different, isn't it? And we made changes for that game. Bruno came off the bench in that game, innit? Scored a free kick to seal it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what happened in that? It was 1-0 to us, then 1-1. Then we went 2-1, then you went 2-2, innit? And then Bruno come off the bench.
We kind of just, we
made silly mistakes in that game. And that's the thing. Even though you were there for the taking then, and I was quite confident, I was like, come on, this is not a good Liverpool side right now, the way they're playing. I thought we could, cause damage to you. And Mason Greenwood definitely did do that. Marcus Rashford definitely did do that on the break as well. But we were still very naive. And if you do that against players like Mo Salah, don't matter how well or badly Liverpool are playing, click your fingers, blink of an eye, make a mistake, the ball's in the back of the net. That's how good he is. Even if he's playing crap, even if he's giving the ball away, he looks like he's not involved. He can score at any moment. Very dangerous player, Mo Salah. So I don't think the FA Cup will have too much bearing on it. I just think what will have more bearing on it is us being unbeaten for a long time in the league. And I'm just confident, like you said, last night was a big result. And I think that will carry over into this game. And I hope he plays the strongest team and then makes the changes in the second leg against Roma.
I mean, you mentioned the second leg against Roma, something that you do still have to take fairly seriously. 6-2 up, you take it into the second leg. That with that game being next week, is there any chance? I mean, you played so well last night in the second half. I was watching the game, all those goals going in. You have to say it was vintage United, some of it. Obviously, you came back from 2-1, which maybe in more recent years is also vintage United.
Exactly.
But is there any whatsoever hope for maybe a Roma turnaround in the second leg? Do you have to maybe be cautious with your Liverpool lineup just with that in the background, or is that done? Is that done and dusted now? Because don't forget, bro, we beat Roma 5-2.
Yeah, I remember that.
In the semi, and then we lost. I think it was 4-3.
4-3, I remember that.
It was 8-7 on aggregate.
Yeah,
mental.
I think Ollie definitely will pay it respect 100%. He's too cautious not to. Maybe he might even go a little bit too strong if that's even a thing. Do you know what I mean? I would like to think though that 4-0 up. If you're losing that, if you're not going through from 4-0 up or a 4-goal cushion, something's wrong. Something's really wrong. And football, stranger things have happened in football. So I'm not saying put the kids out in that game. We don't have that level of squad depth anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't just go, we'll just bring Phil Jones out the cold and just play him in that game and try and take the piss. Like we don't have that level of depth, so we're still going to have to play some of the starting 11 because we just don't have a whole nother 11 like that. It's just not what we have. So some players will still have to play, which is fine. But I just feel that he can rest a couple, maybe 1 or 2, maybe even 3 for the Liverpool game to mix it up a little bit to keep people fresh. But it's just more of a personal thing. I We owe you lot one, man. Like, I just want to rock up. I proper do. Like, seriously. You just wait. Like, I just want, like, you see when we beat Spurs, yeah, the other week,
6-1.
3-1.
Oh,
No,
3-1,
yeah, 3-1. I was happy, and then I was like, nah, we just actually, let me just calm down. We did what we're supposed to do to Spurs. Like, they're not very good. They're shit. Like, I'm not saying you're shit, but I'm saying in the moment you're in, not confident. We've got the chance to really make it difficult for you to get Champions League. And we owe you one for ourselves, because we just need to beat you for like I said, for 3 years. And Anfield, you've been rinsing us in the last couple of years. I just really want us to win it. So maybe as a fan, maybe by the time I get to it, I'll look at it a bit more calmly and say, okay, cool. You know what? Cavani is super, super important. Maybe he shouldn't start. But I just think he doesn't need to start in the Roma game. Play him against Liverpool. Play him. Do you know what I mean? Start Mason Greenwood, give Rashford a rest, sort of thing. So there's a little check, bring in Dan James on the left. I don't mind that, whatever. But I just want to see us go fairly strong now.
I think Liverpool will go strong. I think if you ask Liverpool fans what would be typical Liverpool, their answer would be, well, we lose against or draw against Newcastle, draw against Leeds, and then beat United. That would just and it's almost if that does happen, it's almost a little bit like, well, it's too little, too late, because the top four, in my opinion, is sadly gone now. I mean, how do you rate the season in general from Man United? I mean, there's been so many ups and downs. There's so many outrages when things don't go well. But listen, he's technically got one foot in a European final now. So how do you actually see your season as a whole now?
It's got potential to end up being a good season in the context. It's not one for the history books. It's not one that Man United fans should be lauding in the context of where we've been. But sometimes you have to leave that where it is and just respect a bit of progress. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, it wasn't in the plan to not get through the Champions League group stages and go into the Europa League. Do you know what I mean? But league form, look, we've lost 4 games all year. 4. Like, that's a good record. It's just too many draws. And we've had little bits of inconsistency where we've struggled to create and struggled to score. And that's been the major difference. I think we know that Ollie needs back in the summer transfer market. We need another centre-half. We've just re-signed Bailly for a long-term deal. I don't know why we've done that. That was really weird. He's clearly not Ollie's favourite. He's gone with Maguire and Lindelof pretty much the whole time. He's not going to change it now. So unless that's to kind of maybe sell him, which I can't see that, that worries me, because that makes me think we're not going to go and get a centre-half, but I think we need one. We've got to sort out the two-man pivot in midfield, McTominay and Fred. It's just not good enough. They play in all the big games, to be fair to them, and they help us keep clean sheets in those games. But on the ball, they're just not good enough. It's almost like 2 players trying to do what a good CDM can do on his own. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, they're doing what Kante can do by himself. They're doing maybe what Fabinho can do by himself. So we need to switch that up and try and get Pogba more centrally. But back to what you're saying, like, I think if we win the Europa League and finish second, you have to say it's a good season. You have to say it's progress. You know, only 4 losses, like I said, is pretty good. City got the same amount of losses. It's just the draws. Yes, you guys have had loads of injuries. Yes, Chelsea changed manager halfway through, and people are going to say, yes, there's no fans. It's all relevant for everyone, isn't it? There's no fans for everyone. Like, I think that's just too much of an easy argument to make. Yes, it's going to be different. Of course, when fans come back, it's going to be different. But again, it's going to be different for everyone. And what can we do if the injuries happen to other teams? We still have to capitalise. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's potentially going to be a good season. But if we don't win the Europa League and just finish second, completely changes it, doesn't it? Completely changes it. Because in theory, finishing third and then second is progress. We've already got higher than our points tally and stuff. But that's when you start going into, like, really looking for the positives instead of saying, listen, mate,
digging around, scraping the barrel.
You got Champions League, you didn't win a trophy. That's what you done last year. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, I've heard you, I've heard Saeed, I've heard lots of Manchester United fans across the season have their opinion on the manager. Your answer there is very fair, I think, to both the manager and the team. Are you still, bro, totally 100% convinced, and you're 100% behind the manager still? I mean, if you could, and be honest here, if you could, would you change him in the summer?
I think he's earned the right to carry on, if I'm honest with you. And some people will say that's crazy, and a lot of Man United fans would. They say, "Oh, if I could change Oli tomorrow for Pep Guardiola, of course I'd do it. Of course I would do it." That's a bit different. If you're talking about a mad hypothetical like that, like would I get Klopp or take out the Liverpool thing, and that's just a mad world. Obviously you would. Pep's unbelievable. Obviously, Ollie's not better than those managers, but I just feel like he's stabilised us. He's showing signs of progression, and if he's backed with the right players. We keep Cavani, then we back him and get the centre mid, we get the centre back, potentially another forward or right winger or something along those lines, and see what he can do when he kicks on. Because if he gets a trophy this year, which is looking quite likely, he's done well, man. He's done well. How can you sack a manager in second? When we before the season started, every Man United fan or most Man United fans said, mate, we'll do well to get fourth again with this. No one expected him to be better than Pep Guardiola. Especially with the current squad, McTominay and Fred in midfield, Maguire and Lindelof with your two centre-backs. No one expecting that. So who's really going to come in and do better than second right now? That would be my second question with the squad as it is. Even if you gave that squad to Pochettino, would he get better than second with that team? I don't think he would. He'd need to change something. He's still going to have to change them key positions. So I think Ollie's done enough as it stands to get another go. Man. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, different opinions there for United fans on that question. I think he's definitely maybe won over some more fans more recently. Let's get into a couple comments here. Cameron, big Liverpool fan, says Ollie in forever. When I asked the guys in the comments to let us know your combined 11s, which we'll talk about now, Cameron also said the hate is too strong to put any United players in my team, and that he would rather have Reece Williams over Slabhead. Controversial, bro.
Is that what we're doing? Not controversial, stupid.
Listen, it's the viewers, bro. Flex is scared to say Ole out. He would take Ancelotti any day. Is that true?
I'll take Ancelotti right now. Nah, I'd still stay with Oli. I would still stay with Oli. I'll still stay with Oli, man. I would. I think unless there's a complete capitulation and, like I said, we don't win a trophy and we dropped out of the top four from now, then obviously he's got to get sacked. But to finish second with this team, behind the almighty Liverpool, who Klopp's supposed to be this, that and the other, and he's had a bad season along with injuries, behind Chelsea, who spent 250 million, it's not bad. It's not bad.
We've got Lee Chappie in the chat. He says, big up both. Massive game. Not sure if I want United to win to keep the gap big from fourth down, or Liverpool to win so we can pinch second with hella Fox emojis.
Lee, mate, you lot, big up Lee. You lot always flipping bottle it and drop out. Yeah, you should want us to win just to get as big a gap as possible so that you're clear. You can focus on the FA Cup final. And that's me caring about Leicester. You know what I mean? I'm thinking of you there, bro.
Yeah, no, he's being nice. I can't lie. Erectile dysfunction says, Flex, you're lying, man.
How can I trust a man whose name is that?
No, trust me, bro. That's a mad name. Ollie has clearly improved us, to be honest. He's 2 players away from challenging next season. That's a big confidence booster there for United. Let's get in then to what this video is all about. Let's get into our combined 11. Some very early shouts here, but we'll start off in goal. And I think we should go, bro, from obviously current form, but I think we should just look at it at this season, because it would be unfair for me to start dropping in 6 or 7 names from last season and the season before. So I'm putting my hands up here. Yeah. I'm saying anything goes. It's on current form this year. Yeah. So we'll start in goal.
Yeah, this is hard.
This is a tough one because
normally, you know what I would normally say, but it hasn't been a normal season for De Gea. He's lost his number 1 spot to Dean Henderson. I think Ollie done him dirty personally. I think he went to the birth of his kid and come back, and he was the second choice. Just before we went away, we got the 0-0 against Chelsea. He kept us in the game, made great saves. He's got his act together since Dean Henderson's come in. Because he hasn't been good in the last 18 months to 2 years, David De Gea. But I think that they were just waiting. They just really want to make Dean Henderson the number 1. And I think there's much of a muchness between them. Some United fans are buying into this, like, yeah, Dean Henderson comes with crosses and all this. He hasn't done anything to me to prove he's better than David De Gea. I'm behind him. I like the kid. I think he's got a great future. And if they make a decision to move De Gea on because he's on big wages and invest in the younger kid, I'll accept it. I have no problems with that. But I just think the way it's done So it's made De Gea have like a weird season where he's currently not number one. He's not playing the Premier League games. He just plays Europa League now. So it's weird but he was having a good season. He hasn't been making loads of mistakes. I know Alisson's made quite a few mistakes this year, no?
Well, listen,
hasn't been himself.
The first season he joined, I think he makes one big mistake at Leicester, and then we almost go 2 years without seeing him make a big mistake. Yeah. Unbelievable in the Champions League, Premier League. And then you go back to the game against City this season where he gifts them 2 goals. And after that, again, he has made some other mistakes. You look at the goal away at Madrid, which I think he should have saved, the Vinicius shot. And listen, bro, there's nothing in this world that can prepare you for what he went through with the tragic news of his dad passing away very soon. I mean, it'd be interesting to see who you guys think should be in goal. Very, very, very close, I think, between Henderson and Alisson. Andra says too many mistakes. Lee Chappie, some howlers in goal this season. Interesting who you pick.
I'd probably still go with De Gea, now I'm thinking about it. Because up until he went, he's only just recently lost that number 1 spot. And I think that he was consistent. He didn't do anything wrong this year. He's been fine. He actually has been fine. There's always going to be the odd little one that's a bit dubious where you think maybe, but do you know what I'm saying, proper howlers. And Dean Henderson hasn't been playing in the league now. So I would just
with everything considered, I'm going to go with Alisson. G. I can't lie. I think just purely because he's played a lot of games this season. He's played a lot of games this season. And if you go back to the Newcastle game, the Leeds game, bro, he keeps us in
big saves. Big saves.
He makes a mistake at Real Madrid. We keep a clean sheet against Real Madrid at home. But there's some big saves. And if you take it way back to that save against Napoli in the Champions League, that save alone wins us 3 trophies. So I know we're doing it on current form, but even still, I think De Gea hasn't played, bro. So I can't have him in. I can't. Not on this one. I can't, bro.
He's played up until the Chelsea game.
Cameron says he doubts anyone will buy DDG. Man's on 300k a week. Mad to give Henderson 120k. Alisson on his worst day is better than both. All right, listen. Just to move on, we're going to go with Alisson. But back is a very contentious one. Obviously, we've got 2 ends of the spectrum. Someone who can attack and score goals and assist, and someone who's very good at defending, but can't really go forward and provide that. So for me, this is a toss of a coin. In fact, to decide who's right back, we're going to go screen up or screen down. Trent is screen up.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that again. It's screen up. So we're going Trent. But at centre back,
it could have been anyway. On your way off the screen, you could have just flipped it.
All right, we'll do it again. Right, look, we're going to move this back here. Screen up is Trent. Screen down is AWB. Screen down now. Right, so now it's 1-0. We got to do a best of 3 now, bro. We're going to do a best of. Hey, screen down. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is in the team, bro.
That's who it should be anyway.
Gambling has paid off. AWB at right back. Let's see how he gets on against the likes of Mane on Sunday. In the middle, now this is a tough one, bro, because realistically, I've not got them 2 fit centre-backs who I can choose from. But then again, is Maguire and Lindelof your dream pairing right now?
No, of course not. But I'd rather have that than Kabak and my man. What's his name? Williams. What's his name?
This man. No. Well, hang on. Have some respect, because this man on the wallpaper of my phone, Nat Phillips. You mad?
Awful.
Right.
Balls over the top.
He's
awful. Awful. Get out. Don't even play. Lindelof and Maguire all day over them 2. Obviously. What's Van Dijk and Gomez when they're there? It's a better partnership than.
All right, how about this then? And I can't believe
them two clowns are not getting in this thing. No chance. No chance.
Right, how about this for a bit of negotiation? Robertson starts at left back, but you get your centre back.
No,
bro. Listen, I can't. This is just a United team now.
You're talking about. Hold on a second. Hold on a minute. Hold on. You're talking about a man who was supposed to be in League One this year, coming in playing against big man Real Madrid, getting spin up. Where was he supposed to be?
Ooh, Nat Phillips.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Shaw. Man was supposed to be going to get a scholarship in America to play for college.
So no disrespect to the guy, but this is not his level. Like, he's not supposed to be your centre back.
With all due respect, he's played 7 games in the Premier League for Liverpool and he's got man of the match for 4 of them. and he's conceded 3 goals at centre back.
Not over Lindelof and Maguire. No chance. No chance. Not a chance. And definitely not Kabak. Definitely not Kabak.
Okay, but what I'm saying to you is, I'll give you the centre backs, bro, but you got to let me have the left back.
Well, then Luke Shaw's immovable. Luke Shaw's immovable because he's been the best left back in Europe this year. In Europe,
at left back, if you want him at left back, I'm going to have to make it a defence of Maguire and Phillips. Then, if that's how you want to do this, you got to work with me, bro. Work with me. For
the purposes of the tape. What can I do?
Right, so there we go.
It's not my video. I don't have the final say. What can I do?
There we go. Alisson, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Nat Phillips, Harry Maguire, and I'll give you Luke Shaw this season. I mean, last season it would have been the whole Liverpool defence.
Whoa. No, you won't give me Luke Shaw. You've got no choice.
No, I'm going to
understand you have no choice. No. On this one, you have to admit that.
Okay, I'm putting Luke Shaw in. How about that? I'm putting Luke Shaw in. I'll put Luke Shaw in at left back.
All right, that's fine.
But let's just admit, if this was last year, you wouldn't even be getting one man in the back five.
It's not last year.
You wouldn't be getting a man in the back five.
No, you just said do it on this season, on this form, innit?
Cameron there. Fat boy Shaw ain't getting in this team. Robertson the best.
I know, man, don't watch football. Bro, that's how you don't watch football.
You're on a Liverpool channel. We've got a back five there with 2 Liverpool players and 3 United players. We move on to the midfield. I know, this is where it gets, yeah. Again, I mean, fucking hell. Right, here's
McTominay and Fred ain't getting in. McTominay and Fred.
No. Here's how we're going to do this, yeah? And I hope you're going to agree with me. What I'm going to do is put Fabinho, Bruno, and Pogba in. How about that? Huh?
Calm, let's move on.
Because
I'm very happy with that.
Fabinho has to go in. As you were saying, you man have to use 2 CDMs. We just play with 1 because he's better than the 2 of them. But Pogba and Bruno, after last night, bro, I can't say anything. He agrees. I'm trying to actually pronounce her name. Wybin Kitheka says Bruno, Pogba, and Fabinho. Good choices. Right. It's been difficult so far, I can't lie. But now we move on to the strikers. I mean, listen, Cavani has to be in there. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be fair. Cavani has to be there. I think Salah has to be there.
Yeah.
And the last one is a contentious one because me personally, I've been quite.
Mane's been shit this year.
No. Hear me out.
All right.
I've been very outspoken against Mane. In fact, the last video on this channel, I said, and the title was, "Our front 3 need to hang their heads in shame," and that was after Salah had scored that mad thing against Newcastle. But apart from that, he did nothing in the game. So I'm really disappointed with our front 3 at the minute. Obviously, Firmino doesn't get in. I mean, Mane has scored 1 in 14. Awful season for him by his own standards. So with that being said, do you then go, right, well, Rashford, do you then give Greenwood a chance? I am going to give you, but then we've got Jota, bro, who I have forgot about.
Ain't played enough though, has he? Because of that big injury.
Still got 12 goals in 16 games, which is still a very good return. So do you go with,
What, in the league? And he's been injured. Or just in all appearances?
All comps. In the league, I think.
Marcus Rashford's got over 20 in all comps this season. He's having, although he's might not be easy on the eye, he's having a good season, bro. It's his 2nd season in a row where people question his, and United fans have done this, have questioned his consistency. Last year he got his highest scoring tally, and this year he's done it again and got over 20. Like I can't see Jota over him. I like Jota. I wanted Jota. Jota's sick, but if we're doing it on form, don't get me wrong, if Jota would have played the whole season, maybe this would have been different because he's unbelievable. But I think I'd have Rashford over him, especially Salah. Salah does have to be in there. I agree.
Salah.
I
thought you said salad.
No.
No, man's taking liberties. Okay, listen, we're going to go with Rashford because of his last the last time he beat us in the Premier League at your place was because of Rashford. So I'm going to stick him in just over Jota. So let's go back through this team. We've got Alisson in goal. We've got Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I've got Nat Phillips and Maguire at centre-back. We've got Luke Shaw at left-back. Very, very different to the team that would have been last year. But anyway, I'm not going to hold on to that. The midfield, Fabinho, Bruno and Fernando. I can't. That's the one area of the pitch that I'll put
nice midfield. That's a nice midfield. That imagine a midfield of that in real life. We wanted Fabinho the first time.
Yeah, we wanted Bruno, so don't worry. And then the strikers, we've got Salah, Cavani, and Rashford. Wow, I mean, this team
It's a
It
nice
would
team.
do bits, I can't lie. But with Rashford on that left-hand side, is he going to start for England, bro? Because I've been speaking with my
Not even
mates in the
fit.
pub about 11s. I mean, he doesn't even get in some man's 11s, bro. When
No,
you're
no,
talking
it's
about the
tight.
likes of Sancho, Kane, Grealish, Foden, Mount,
It's
Maddison,
tight. It's tight. It's tight. It's tight. It's tight. It's tight because also he's not in the best shape, bro. He's. We're trying to manage this injury that he really just needs time off to go
Is
and
it
get
a
it
back
sorted.
injury?
Ankle.
What is it? Ankle.
Ankle foot. Yeah, he had the back injury before, got over that, and this year we've been nursing it. And Ollie's even like been taking him off 70th minute, taking him off late. You know what I'm saying? And they've been vocal about it as well. Rashford's doing that thing of I can rest when I retire and stuff like that. Any player's going to say that. No player wants to sit out, especially someone like Rashford. Like he's football through and through. I don't even blame him. It's just the way we're managing him, and he just doesn't look right now. And he's not going to get a rest. He's going to finish off this season, starting in all the big games because Ollie loves him, and we love him, but he's not going to rest him. Then the season's going to finish. Then he's going to go to the Euros. You're right though. Foden must start right now. Like if he finishes the season in this vein, I know this is a bit off topic, but Foden's got to start on the left, bro. Like Jack Grealish has been injured for quite a while now. Obviously, he's got to go. Phenomenal player, was having a great season.
He has to go, yeah.
Mason Mount's been playing unbelievable.
Yeah.
Rashford is always going to be there or thereabouts because he's Rashford. Don't get me wrong, and he's got good numbers this year. He still put the numbers on the board. He is getting there off merit, but in terms of form right now, Sterling's not in form. It's Foden, bro. It is Foden. So I've got no problem with admitting that.
There's a big shout there from Cameron. Milner off to Leeds. Our new number 7 will be Sancho. Everyone heard it here first. That's coming from a Liverpool fan. Right. All that leaves us to do now is give you guys a score prediction. Flex, what do you think the score is going to be on Sunday? And just to let you guys know, I will be on Don Robbie's channel doing a watch along with Saeed, I believe. And I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I've been on Don Robbie's channel 8 times now. I've seen us win 1 game.
Good.
Seen us win
Keep
1
going
game.
on it. Keep going on it.
Everyone keeps saying, get him back on that sofa, bro. But the omens aren't good for me personally. But what do you think the score is going to be, bro?
2-1 United.
2-1 home win. I'm going to go with 2-1 Liverpool. I do think it will be a 2-1 kind of game. And I think there's going to be big chances missed by both teams because we've seen that this season with Liverpool, especially in the big games. Cameron, very confident, is going for a 3-0 away win. The thing that annoys me on Liverpool's socials, we put these clips together when we're about to play United, and it's just the same clips. It's the Torres goal, it's the Patrick Berger free kick, it's the Danny Murphy thing. We need some new memories.
Nostalgic,
new
mate.
memories.
It's
New
sad.
memories.
But we ain't won nothing big for ages, so we do it before every big game.
Yeah, I mean, listen, no sympathy there. But Flex, my brother, thank you so much. If you want to go and follow Flex, you're more than welcome to. His link to follow him is in the description. Big United Stand channel. And you're also very popular with Sky Sports News now. On the early kickoff, you can catch Flex on there. Been doing that and smiling every time you're on there, bro. So keep doing your thing. Ashik going for 2-1. We will be back on Sunday, and we're also announcing after the fan cams on Sunday the winner of our signed Champions 2020 shirt. That's signed by the whole squad, the manager. We're giving it away.
What's that? The out of date one?
Don't listen, Flex. Thank you for coming on, bro. Much love, my G. Take care, brother, and we'll see you soon. I know you've got bits to do, so we'll see you soon. Take care, bro.
Big up.
But yeah, Flex is gone now, so I can actually get into that properly. But it is the signed 2020. He's still creasing off camera. The signed 2020 Champions shirt. We are giving that away on Sunday. Like I said, after the fan cam. So guys, please, if you haven't already, make sure you go and like this video. Go and follow Flex, and we'll see you for the biggest game in English footballing history at 4:30 on Sunday. Take care. You never walk alone.